All right, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Of course, we are back with the weekly shorts today for week number 9. This is the week of February 9th. But first of all, let's go back and check out last week's tracks and see what the records were here. I do know on this track that there was a bugged time, but that is now fixed. Very lucky there. So maybe today's weekly short will be out on time. But first track was pretty self-explanatory. There was not much special you could do here, I don't believe. Just a low jump followed by a short drift here. Yeah, about middle low, and then just a straight jump to the finish. So nothing too special on that one, which I pretty much expected. 37 is going to be one of the interesting ones. I did go back and get the author time here. But we got a 9.2 second run here. So we got... Oh, I had a little bit of an idea that you could maybe cut over that wall there. Can I stop this replay, please? Yeah. Yeah, I had an idea that you could cut over the wall. That was not my route, though. My route was going here, bouncing off the water, and then ramping off of this over. In my few attempts, I couldn't really make it work, but I did have the idea last week that you can maybe get over that wall somehow, and that was indeed possible. But okay. 38 was the engine off track, which again, I don't really think there's going to be much special to do here. Sasui again with the record on this one. That was weird. It sounded like the engine was like turning back on there. Oh, probably, yeah, the checkpoint, that's why. So once you hit this checkpoint, it resets. Wow, that is cutting it real close there. Then you go long here to get as much acceleration before getting the engine off again. Okay, that makes sense. And then a jump here. So a little bit different and more advanced than I thought this one could be. I did have that longer jump there, and that one there I also did find on my own. So honestly, pretty happy with that. The start was a little bit more... technical than I first imagined, but overall kind of straightforward there. 39 had multiple cuts. Looks like people got another second or so off here. So we had this jump here at the start. Pretty self-explanatory there, and then here. Okay, they're going wide to get grip on this, gain more speed, and then they're going to jump on this inside line clip. And then jump all the way over there. Okay, that I did not see at all. Yeah. Pretty much I just went on the grass and then jumped this path here. But yeah. Way more precise line there. I'd have to hunt that for quite some time in order to get that line, which is not really the point of the series. And then we got track number 40, which was the... multiple cars that you could choose from. I went with the desert car. I found it to be the easiest route to get the author medal on. Turtled, who went with the stadium car route, which I didn't really like this route, but they are cutting the routes into the desert car. Okay, so maybe I did sort of have the right idea with the desert car. You just want to take the stadium car first and then do a little bit of a cut there. Okay. I can't be too upset that I missed that. I mean, it is what it is. Overall, I kind of chose the right route there on complete accidents. But yeah, week number 9 tracks, 41. What do we have? We have a Valentine's Day, possibly themed track. So let's see what we can do here. Barely made it up there. Okay. Got a 21.28 for the author here, and we're at 14,000 right now. Gonna go wide here, maybe get a little bit more speed. Certainly doable. You cut it a little close on this outside edge, though. That's Walt. Probably gonna be a ramp cut there. It's not gonna be another great turn, but I thought we were gonna make it. Yeah, I guarantee this first jump is a ramp cut. Oh, that is not gonna be fun if you're hunting that. I do not enjoy ramp cuts all that much myself. It seems like it requires a lot of luck in order to not get a slowdown when you land, so I'm not the biggest fan of ramp cutting. Alright, it's a little bit off there. We might just get the author time and move on here real quickly. So, I mean, what else is there to really see on the track? I don't know if you can get that inside line there. I think you're better off just going for the checkpoint on the, or the finish on the left. I guess that's worth that. Instead of going wide there, thought getting more speed would be worth it, but you get like 2/10 right away. That's gonna be slow. Well, we made it up, but even if we got a PB there, it would be absolutely nothing off, so why bother? Tiny ramp cut. But we got to bounce. I think you might want to go wide, like cut as close to that pole as possible. Keep getting a terrible bounce though. Maybe jump off. No, I don't know if you want to jump off early there, because then you get too low of a jump. I think we went a little too wide there. If we can make this, it'll be good, but that's going to be close. Oh, man. Decent. Slowly creeping up towards that author. Yeah, this is for sure ramp cuts. I mean, I'm trying to do a small one because you saw earlier if you get a nice little bounce there, you can hit back wheel first and then go immediately to the front wheel. If you get that bounce, it's over. Well, I guess this author is going to take a little bit longer than I thought it would originally. Good turn. It's going to be a bad landing. That was pretty good. I feel like we lost a lot there, though, despite being ahead and having more speed prior to that jump. We somehow lost like a full 10th. That's got to be fast. No, -3 speed? Really? I jumped full inside there. We had great contact. I mean, there's really not much time to save here. So, it's not too surprising. Unless I'm completely missing something, which I obviously could be. That was a good jump. Not the greatest landing, though. Bad jump there, yeah. Don't think we're getting that anyway, but... I don't know. We'll give it a couple more attempts, but... It's kind of just a very basic track. Maybe one of the most basic ones we've had in the shorts thus far. I can't do much better than that. Turned a little late there. Hey, but we got it. Last second. Before I gave up, we got it. Not really sure what I did all that differently there, but our start was somehow much better. So, I don't really know. But yeah, very basic track. Yeah, it was fine. Nothing really to complain about. But alright, next up, let's see what we got. Valentine's Choice by Link. Okay, so we got two separate tracks here. We got a grass and attack possibly. Okay, looks fairly straightforward again. Oh, there's also a dirt path there. So we got three routes, all fairly basic. Lack of a better term. Yeah, that is very simple. Author time here, 21,722. Okay. And we're already pretty close to that. That is terrible. I don't know, maybe if they're all, or at least the grass route seems pretty simple right now. We were already half a second ahead there. Maybe we'll check out all the other routes. Alrighty. That's 1,000th rank there? Am I crazy? Let's check out the tech routes. I am not great at tech, so this might be the most challenging one for me. Where am I going? Just can't see anything there. Very nice. How about we restart that? Ah, right at the pole, dude. That's a drift. Okay, we can definitely get this. But as you can see, I'm not great at tech. But also, the angles on this one are a little bit strange. Ah, close. About 2/10 on that route away. Way over drifted there. 21. We took about, what, 6 to 7 hundredths off on that one. Pretty close. Why did I drift there? I don't know. It's really about that one uphill drift I'm not very good at. Very hard to read that one. Ah, if I didn't hit the wall there, that would have been it. It's almost a Cam 3 sort of scenario for me there. Because it's so hard to see that inside wall, and it's just overall just an extremely weird drift. Even in Cam 2, I did not like this one, but that was good there. Oh, that was close. 400ths away. I kind of botched one of the drifts there. Okay. There we go. Barely got it on the tech route. Alright, let's check out the dirt. Ooh, okay. Probably want to outside line there fully, that way you can actually get that exit. I did not think that was a jump there. That completely threw off my line. Doesn't seem too bad. All right, easy enough there. That is all the routes, all the authors there, I believe, unless there's something immediately behind us that I didn't see. That is not the case. But all right, I'd say the grass route is probably the easiest there, followed by dirt and tech. But maybe if you're better at tech, you will have more luck on that. But overall, seems like a fairly standard track again here. Yeah, not much else to say there. All right, next up, we have a Glizzy Glide by Hank Is Me. Let's check out the normal route first. Oh, that was much tighter than I thought. You also have a fragile there at the start. Which is probably going to prevent any cutting. Oh, that was tighter than I thought there. Maybe cut the end there to the finish line. Maybe not. I don't know. Oh, way too tight. Check out cam 2 here. There's a better angle on where we're meant to be going. That is way too wide there for sure. Okay. This author here seems extremely hunted. No. Yeah, not much. I mean, I don't want to say there's not much to this one, obviously. It's much different than any normal track. We've sort of had these, at least a couple times that we've had this sort of thing in a track of the day, I believe. It's a track called, like, Mudslide, which... It wasn't exactly this. It was, like, water mixed with dirt. Which pretty much gave the same kind of effect. The turns were much less sharp on that track, though. Late there. That was bad, as you can obviously see. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting the author time on this one. Does seem like you just kind of want the most inside lines really possible here. I'm turning way too late to get into that one. Need to be higher up there. I need like full focus for this. I'm like completely silent. I just trying to pay attention as much as I possibly can. I don't know. We're actually much closer to that AT than I thought we were. Last couple of turns there weren't great, and I think we can save all that time there. Ah, it's way too wide. I think you might be able to cut that finish. The line is pretty rough, but I think the world record is probably going to be cutting there. A little bit off there. Not much, though. Okay, we do have fragile the whole run, so you cannot really do much in terms of cutting checkpoint to checkpoint. That's way too wide. That was a pretty good turn there, though. And we got AT. All right, there we go. that was a little bit unsurprising, or not unsurprising, surprising. Uh, yeah, nice track. Something vastly different than everything else so far. I do believe you can probably cut this ending with some crazy flick over this edge. Because you would have to probably shoot through here and then maybe bug slide to the finish. Gotta be aware of that fragile, but I do suspect the world record here is probably going to cut that end. But I'm not going to go for that. But overall, nice track there. I enjoyed that. Next up, track number 4. Track number 4 is Golden Mirage by Jeremy. Okay. What do we got here? A little bit of sausage action. We got 2 checkpoints. First one is all the way here. Was a cruise control after it. Reset there. If you have enough speed, I guess you can low jump. If you want to, though. That's the question. Got multiple options there at the finish, though. Again, I don't see really much opportunity to perform any cuts here. All right. Guess we'll just give it a whirl here. By crashing the first corner. Oh, you do jump over that first one. Did not think you had enough speed for that. Why not go for the low jump immediately? All right. Nothing too crazy going on there. Need about a second for AT. Ah, that's Walt. There's going to be some weird shenanigans going around that part for sure. Yeah, that's probably not worth it. That is a lot of airtime. It was a much bigger jump than I thought originally, so most likely going for the lower ramp there. Question is, do you want to jump this way? Probably, because then you can get that immediate speed slide, and that would have been AT. Okay. The trickiest part here is the jump in the middle of the track. Because it really wants to push you into that outside wall. And it is pretty rough to try to avoid that. Like that every single time. It's got to stay wider originally. Then another tough part is that there. I think just going for a... I mean, you can probably go on a lower jump like that if you do a little bit like side-to-side action to maintain ground contact. Gotta be very precise. So I think just going over a tiny bit to the left to get a bigger jump and an easier transition there. That was not great. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great either. It's not gonna be it. Almost was, though. Closer than I thought. Probably would have had it if we had a couple more speed there and was able to avoid the penalty sand. That's too bumpy. That's got to be it. Yep. All right, not too shabby there. Not really sure what else is to see on this track. Maybe you can get a full outside line here. That would be pretty crazy. Something I'm not willing to go for, especially for just playing through these. Yeah, then you kind of just want to jump off here maybe. And the rest is pretty self-explanatory. So another fairly straightforward track there. Nothing too spectacular. So that makes it 3 out of 4 tracks so far that have been just all right, in my opinion. But we're already on to track number 5 here, which is called Symmetry Ice by XLRB. So obviously this is an ice track. We got a left and a right side. Then we're just going down and coming back. Seems like you want to go around that pole. You can't really get the ice slide going while you're inside here. Maybe you can. It's kind of awkward, though. You do not get a good line afterwards. I wish I didn't hit the checkpoint. I'm assuming you... maybe not. I was assuming maybe you would want to go to the opposite side finish. I'm not sure. Well, it's pretty good. But a 15.1 for the AT here seems pretty crazy. Yeah, I feel like you got to go to that opposite side. There's no way you can make a tight turn there without losing that gear. This AT seems extremely haunted, though. I swear I brake tab there and it didn't do anything. Got no air there? 15.5? I don't understand why sometimes I get air and sometimes I don't. It feels exactly the same leading up to it every single time, but does not do the same thing. That was pretty good, pretty fast, but we got no air. What? I was faster there than I probably ever was before. Okay, I got a jump there, but fortunately that run was not very good. I guess you just got to be like completely sideways, and even if you're like even the 1 degree off, it seems like you don't get the jump. Yeah, it was pretty good. Only got about 4/10 off though. I'll put in a couple more minutes here, but I don't think I'm getting the author time here. And I'm probably not going back to the track, because, to be honest with you, I'm not really having much fun on this one. Unless I'm completely missing something on how you get this jump at the end. I don't know, but... it's certainly not enjoyable to get there so many times and then just not getting the jump. Yeah, alright, I've had enough of that. I'm obviously not enjoying it, so why continue? Overall, you know, the tracks were kind of just alright this week. By far and away, 43 was the most unique one. All the other tracks were just very straightforward, with really nothing too special to them. You know, what it is. That seems to be kind of the trend for the most part. I don't know what's going on in the review server, but it seems like most people are voting for just kind of straightforward tracks. But yeah, kind of alright set of tracks. I'd say the only one I really disliked was 45. And that was pretty obvious. I said why. Didn't like the restart simulator, followed by a finish that seemed a little bit luck based on whether or not you got that jump. So, and on top of that, it seemed like for the most part... I don't know. Not for the most part. 45 also had a hunted AT, which also didn't make it the most fun. I agree with sort of the sentiment that's been going on Reddit, which I don't really like to agree with, but this post I did agree with, in that hunting ATs for shorts seems kind of counterintuitive if you are expecting the player to kind of go for the most optimal route. You should probably be trying to hide it a little bit, and just hunting the AT means there's probably only one route that you're going to be able to go for, and because of the way the secret times work, you can see everyone's routes and times if you don't have the author time. So if it's a very hunted author time, you're going to be able to see everyone's routes anyway, so it kind of defeats the purpose in that regard as well. But it is what it is. I don't really care all that much, but I do agree with that sentiment. But yeah, that is going to be it for the week 9 discovery. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please like the video and subscribe, and I hope to see you all here next week with week number 10.